All right. So a bit of a heads up here. I have played some of this game before yesterday. It is in early access, so it's not done, but it is very fun. Okay, it's this one. Spin the wheel, child. Unexpected fortune. Gain 223 gold at the start of the next chapter. That's pretty good. Money! Mask is alright. Puppet Crusaders. Let me actually test something real quick here with my audio. Okay, that balancing seems fine enough. Puppet performance, execute an attack with puppets based on the input direction. 17 magic damage, MP cost low. I'll take that. So in the speed run, you want to be in happiness as much as possible. Fine. Let's head this way. I don't know what this is. Observe. What the fuck? Spikes. Oh, God. Okay. Ah. I think I have to... Yeah. Cool. Shadow Strike for sadness, or... Oh, no. Turn into a shadow and come up behind the nearest enemy in front of you, then immediately execute 2 normal attacks that deal 21 and 23 physical damage respectively. That's pretty good. When receiving fatal damage again, gain a 30% chance to retain 1 HP and invincibility for 1 second. Gain an additional count of this item's emotion. I will take the Lily. Items. Okay. Tyrant power 20%, freeze, and jump count by 1. I'll take that. Money! I love money! I see. That's alright. Begin charging while charging, the duration of Wrath is not decreased. When charging stops, instantly slash all enemies towards the front. The longer this attack is charged, the further the slash distance and the more damage slash deals. Holy shit. That's on Anger. Let's give this a try. Woo! Okay. Okay. Melancholy box. When the skill hits an enemy, creates a cloud of poison gas at its position. Okay. Oh, Notori. Hello. Puppet Crusaders, summon 2 shield rain puppets around me, or restore HP. Take that. Oh. We use how much trade as Your blood for a prize. Sound tempting? Give. There's a boss over here. Popping therapy to promote healthy circulation? What do you say? Oh my god! That one's medicine. I've already done medicine, though. Alright, so I have 3 boss portals here to choose from. Whoa, cunt? Alright, nothing down here. Don't think there's anything left up there. I'm gonna go this way then. I want to check out what this fight is. Oh!
Hey, I haven't seen you around before. Are you also a Sukugami? That means I'm your senior. Let me show you just how powerful a scare can be.
Oof. Could stop it. Alright. Not a bad fight. Not bad at all. I'm a Chirikakzog. Okay. Whose life goal is to frighten humans. Well, I say that, but I can hardly scare a soul. What could I be doing wrong, I wonder? I was originally an umbrella that had been forgotten. People weren't fond of my color, so nobody picked me up. Silently, through rain and shine, I waited, waited, until I slowly turned into a yokai. The first thing I did as a yokai was to change my outward appearance. Obviously, the fact that I'm the way I am today wasn't for no reason. Once, I had a grown-up scare children by saying, "If you head into the mountains without permission, a wicked, one-eyed, one-legged yokai called the Ipandatara will eat you whole." The children were all terrified. They cried about how they'd never go to a place they should never again. Relieved, the one telling the story showed a smile on her face. What an amazing yokai! I mean, people quake in fear just at the mere mention of a name. That's the kind of exceptional yokai I want to become. Thus, I began to read many books related to Ipandatara, while also creating the umbrella that would serve as my other half. On top of the one-eyed, one-legged look, I even added a giant tongue. That's something I picked up from a fellow Karaksa Okabe, who's been around longer than I have. He's a fan of the Ipandatara too. Yet, despite my makeover, the fact remained that nobody wanted to use me. Yep. Focusing on appearances alone won't cut it. So, I decided to change myself inwardly as well. The Ipandatara is a master blacksmith. Therefore, I'll become a remarkable blacksmith too. The path of the blacksmith was much more arduous than I had imagined. The silver lining was that I had more than enough time to get the hang of the things. Owing to the forge's high temperatures, I developed an inflammation in one of my eyes. I could barely see. What a lucky break! Now, I resemble that Ipandatara so much more, don't I? Unfortunately, though, my forge didn't exactly get many orders. Which means I need to continue making myself even more useful. I heard that in the outside world, babysitters would fly through the sky using an umbrella. So, I copied them and started a career as a babysitter. To me, this is quite an easy job. If there are crying children to the east, I'll just startle and comfort them. If there are laughing children in the west, I just have to startle and make them cry. I've already mastered the art of making friends with kids. This is also when I started seeing wanted posters of me throughout the village. Sure wonder why that is. Well, being famous can't be anything bad, so whatever.
Humans always need a concrete goal for everything they do. And if they fail to accomplish that goal, they start to become frustrated. Those sorts of humans are the ones I find dull. I give it some thought, and if no one wants to use me as an umbrella, I'll take the initiative and be a useful tool for humans myself. I only know how to scare people, though. But I think predicting what humans want, and then taking the initiative in assisting them, should be the attitude of every new Sukigami. Ah, I'm so glad I was able to become a Sukigami. I can do so many things now. Those seemingly sad memories, helplessly watching people pass by in the rain, have mostly become foggy now. After all, my mind and my heart have so much on their plate already. And there's simply no place for sorrow. Without a doubt, anyone is capable of living an entirely new story. Even one who would have been abandoned. Definitely. I just have to work a bit harder.
I think I'm about to become a goddamn issue.
Wow, meeting you here is such a rare twist of fate. I hope these warm dishes will give you some much-needed energy for the road. Pick the one you need most out of 3 options. It's never good to be greedy, okay?
Wrath stack is pretty goated. Okay, it's this one. Immediately after spending a fortune to purchase a giant model castle from I see. Bundai. And a month to fully assemble it, is currently relaxing and enjoying the fruits of her labor. Do everything in your power to tear it down within the time limit and create a truly unforgettable afternoon for her. The more damage you deal and the more skills you use, the faster you tear down the castle. You'll be rewarded based on how much you destroy. It's a B rank. Not terrible, not terrible. We'll recycle that. For you, single needle, release one precision needle in front. I think I'm about to become an issue. Oh, that would upgrade needles. Ah. This is gonna be great. Whoa. Goated with the sauce. Okay. Further down we go. And left. Slide for that, but I don't have slide. That way. Mine is fucking massive. My superpowers can help prepare your items.
You're very lucky running into me here today. Allow me to help you with my powers.
Haven't done this fight yet. Oh. Shrine, Stalwart Shield, Angry Wolf Mask, and Puppy Performance. I'll take Performance. I'm on the verge of death. That's another fight I haven't done. Alright, so wherever I go, I'm screwed. Oh, blessed! I would love more, but that's fine. See. Do that. Alright, cool. That's an A rank on that. Lion Mask of Joy. What about you? think there's anything else here, really. Well, might as well check over here. Oh! HP! I love HP! Can't get it there. Oh. This way. Right, I've done you already. You got from me. Ice Fairy's heart. I'll take the leaf. Okay. You. Immune. I don't have any sort of wall jump, so I can't get up there. Okay, it's gonna be a boss fight time in a sec here. I want to go back to the start. Speak of Doremi. It's upgrades. Alright, now we'll head up here.
You kicked up quite the ruckus getting here. Did one of my enemies send you, or are you just a yokai who doesn't know your place? If you think you're up to it, be my guest. Don't mistake me for any ordinary human now. I am the vengeful phoenix, born of fires of rage.
With a kick-ass song. What a cool arena. Oh! Got it. I'm going to die here. Oh god! Oh! Damn! Ah, damn! That was good though, that was a good fight. How much time do I got? Oh, I got enough time for another run. Alright. Start by increasing that. Second, I want slide. And I want wall climbs. Only got 84 left. Treasure Seeker. When the next chest is open, the item it drops will be an item of lunatic quality or higher. That's pretty good. Wanted to make sure that was right because it defaults you to easy when you first play. I did not know that. Comet Sapphire Tri-Beam. Summon a giant eagle to fight alongside you. Hold down this skills keys on summon it. I see. Take that. Bleed's always great. Oh my god, that's fast. Oh, this is... That's cool. Shit. That's awesome. Done medicine. That took forever. God, that was awful. Doing like no damage. Impaling Gungnir. Hello, Gungnir. Osaka. Let's head this way. Alright, that's the boss I haven't done yet. So we'll go to that one next. Alright. Let's go... Let's do this. Oh! The area up ahead is forbidden. But it's okay. If you turn back now, I'll pretend I never saw you. You're really not backing down, huh? Well, no other choice then. I gotta live up to my name of the most responsible gatekeeper in the world, after all. You are not getting through here! She's known for napping. Whew. Sufu once said that chi is an intangible power intrinsic to all life, something that is neither color nor smell. However, the first time I concentrated the chi within my body, he said that my chi had the color of a rainbow. Not only that, it even had a nice fragrance. I passed with Sifu until he finally relented, and said with a smile that it was like the smell of meat buns. Where I trained at, you can graduate once you figured out how to create a concentrated chi. Afterwards, you'd have to continue your journey yourself. Slowly, I got the hang of concentrating the chi between the world and the chi between myself. The world was my oyster, and any evildoers were sure to fall before me. I was powerful. Beyond powerful, even. Or at least, that's what I believed. Until I met the lady. I mean, all the skill in the world is meaningless in the face of overwhelming strength. And so my journey is now temporarily at a stop. Since then, I've become the gatekeeper of this household. It's a pretty relaxing job, seeing as how nobody is dumb enough to break into a vampire's house. I like the life I have now. There's one complaint I have. It's that I need to provide my own food. One day, against all odds, I got my hands on a black boar.
Big, fat, muscular. I knew it would be tasty at a glance. For the first time in a while, I thought of the meat buns back in my hometown. How long has it been since I've had one? A bun stuffed to the brim with meat and filled with piping hot soup, before being garnished with sesame and spring onions, grilled to a crispy golden perfection. One bite sending up the juice oozing out. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. A bona fide meat bun that everybody loves. But I wouldn't do it to taste a meat bun again. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I'll satisfy my cravings myself. It's easy to describe, but the recipe is anything but. The raw bun needs to be filled with hot soup before it can be grilled. Even the slightest imperfection will cause the soup to spill out. Measure twice, cut once. In order to recreate the taste of my hometown, I've more or less stopped taking naps. But even after all my research and effort, there was just something missing. I wonder what it could be. Just as I was on the verge of giving up, I found a book with Chinese culinary written on the cover. It must be my lucky day!
Aw, Patchouli's being nice. I loudly think Miss Patchouli was hiding behind a tree. Though she didn't exactly look pleased. The mistress and her younger sister were laughing on the balcony too. I didn't know what was going on, but everyone's laughter rubbed off on me. Maybe everyone wanted to try the meat buns from my hometown too?
Since everyone's placed their hopes on me, I can't disappoint them. The more expectations are placed on me, the better I perform, you see. I focus like I've never focused before, and channel my body and soul into creating the taste of my home. Without thinking about it, I even infused it with a rainbow chi. It's done! My magnum opus! In the end, to remember this hard-won moment, the lady decided to host a banquet in the mansion. Seeing everyone digging in, I almost forgot the only reason I even started doing this was because I wanted to eat something nice. Oh well. An ending where everybody is happy is still the best. Although, as fun as it is to make your food with your own hands, I really prefer having someone around who's actually capable of the kitchen. The lady said she'll see if she can hire an excellent maid for the mansion. Which means we'll get a new member in the family. I wonder what sort of person this maid will be. I'm so looking forward to a better life in the future.
And so Mei Ling never got to nap ever again. Blade reverberation. Oh boy. For every 10 normal attacks that hit an enemy, create 1 point item at the enemy's position. Oh. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Only 29%. Makes sense. I don't have a lot of abilities on me right now. Successful Glacier. Okay, we'll take that then. proceed. Let's start with this. Superior Inferno. Alright. Okay, more loot. Here we go. Phantasm. here. Alright, then we want this. Ooh, both of these are good. Both of these are great. Okay. I'm gonna go back up here, because I wanted to see what was down this path. No, it's this one. Ah, if I was a little faster, that would have been an S. That sucks. Let's up this way. Secret treasure. I have cleaned out the entire map, apparently. Okay, so there's quite a few boss battles for me to choose from here. We're gonna take on Moika again, though. Or Moku. without death too. That's good.
When exactly did I get entangled into that unending feud with Kaguya? I was born to a noble family. Nobody had any genuine hopes for me. I knew ever since I was young, so I kept an excruciating eye on my actions. I was afraid that I would accidentally bring shame upon the family. I was so careful, but all it resulted in was nobody noticing my existence. One day, I heard from the the servants that the father proposed to marry a common young girl, but she insulted him with an impossible request. Perhaps it was to make father happy, for as long as I can remember, I've hated the girl. Unfortunately, despite wanting to take revenge for father's sake, I never had the chance to get near her. Only when news of her returning to the moon reached me did I find out that her true identity was the Princess of the Moon. I heard before she left an elixir for someone close to her. Then, at the very least, I would take away that precious elixir of hers. The elixir was in the possession of a man by the name of Iwakaze. For some reason or other, he was leading an army to take this elixir to the apex of Mount Fuji. I followed them, up until my body stopped listening to me. On the brink of collapse, he came back for me. He handed me a jug of water and, along with the other soldiers, encouraged me as we climbed up the mountain. He was a kind person, truly. And blinded by my desires, I pushed this kind person off the mountain. Because I heard a voice. The pot contained an elixir of immortality. Before I knew it, I had swallowed the elixir. And those blood-stained hands have ever since haunted me like my own shadow. The deed was done. It was too late to go back. After gaining immortality, I never had to worry about dying ever again, nor did I ever have to worry about food. Yet I regretted it for 300 years. How I wanted to end my life, but this body was already incapable of dying. Nothing ever lasts. Everything that lives will one day die. This is the fundamental law of the universe. People couldn't accept the existence of an anomaly, so I had no choice but to live a life in the shadows. At the end of the day, I only picked a fight with Kaguya because of how badly I wanted Father to notice me. My original purpose was forgotten, and my greed got the better of me. I had no one to blame but myself for being trapped in the hell of immortality. Then, where do I go from here? 300 years passed, then 300 more, and another 300 years of self-loathing. In this eternal yet fleeting life. I met some I cared about, or maybe I didn't. Maybe they exist, or maybe they existed. I'd become numb to the passage of time. But the next 300 years, the time that once stood still suddenly skipped ahead. The lunar princess that toyed with the hearts of men. The princess stuck with the same fate as I, Kaguya Arisen. She dared to show her face before me again. The one thing I couldn't forget. The one thing I can't forget. The entire reason I'm in this mess. It was all because of her. That's what I had in my mind. But I couldn't be more ecstatic. Even if a small voice in my head told me it wasn't true. I marched on all the same. It was a twisted, painful hatred. A pain that I'd become numb to in these 100 years. I was alive.
I had been reborn into the life of a human. My hatred burned away all other thoughts I had. Reason? Results. None of that mattered anymore. She was a princess stuck at the same eternity as I. You who will not die no matter how many times I kill you. Use that endless life of yours, and burn forever in this hell that is my hatred and remorse. To kill each other is our fate, a fate that shall stretch on beyond eternity itself. Drama queen! We got time for one more. B's not bad. there is bingo on the land. Want to give it a try? Give me bingo! Give me bingo! Shit, I'll take an upgrade to that. Give me another. Fuck! It's Mei Ling, so we don't want to be here. Saga. S rank, baby! It's Raisin. She's gonna kill me for this. Oh, cool. I get to live. Oh, you're not scared of these two giant fists? Ah, you're just a tool. A tool with neither heart nor emotion. Very well, I shall teach you exactly what fear is. I don't think she will. I'm kind of broken right now. I whipped that. Oh, is that death? No, 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 no. Oh my god. Pixel HP, baby. Not even close. You'd be the oldest yokai alive. I never have heard of Niudi Shi. That's because I'm the very first Niudi Shi to ever exist. A Niudi Shi is one who's capable of using a Niudu. For me, that'd be Yuzin. He's a quiet fellow, so long as you could easily mistake him for some obstinate grandpa. Now imagine someone like that also having two gigantic fists. Being afraid of him would only be natural, right? Especially during those times, when humans and yokai fought like cats and dogs. Back then, I was just an honest human magician trying to better my skills. One day, a chilling rumor had spread among the humans. There's a man named Miyuki Newton in the mountains. Miyuki Newton. Rumors say that they're monkey yokai that transform from clouds. They say when faced with one, you can only look at your feet. If you want to see his face, but notice that his face is only getting bigger, you won't be able to see it no matter how high you raise your head. All the way until he cuts off your head. How horrid. But I knew a way to deal with him. Without raising my head, I recited the warding spell. I defeated the Mikushi Niudo and saw his true form. Seriously? That's just a regular old grandpa. The number one rule in dealing with a Neodin is to never look at him from below. The reason for this rule is actually because Neodi are very shy. I guess those rumors were simply rooted in imagination. Neodi had lost fair and square, and never complained about this. After promising to never harm humans ever again, he became something akin to a friend or a teacher. With the help of Unzan, my training progressed tenfold. I got closer and closer to becoming a true magician. As I strayed further and further away from being human, the way humans looked at me started to change. The path of the magician has always been a lonely one. This is within my expectations. I just had to remember to remain a human at heart, and not forget why I started going down this path. But then the rumors about me spread like wildfire, painting me as something even I don't recognize. What they used to say behind my back, they now accuse me of in broad daylight. I explained myself and explained again as patiently as possible. Yet all I did was enable the worst of them. The day finally came where the humans weren't afraid of Unzan anymore. They gathered up all the strong and capable men to restrain me, and used me as bait to capture Unzan. Unzan's face, which perfectly resembled those great mountains, was stepped on and pushed into the mud. That was when I realized this is nothing more than abuse towards yokai. Why did you not resist? Why did you not fight them? It was because you promised that you would never harm a human. You can't protect even yourself with those unmatched fists of steel. I had made a decision. The words were finally about to burst out of my mouth. When Unzan gave me a reassuring look, it was as if he was saying, I'm fine. Perhaps in his mind, being the one hurt was the best outcome. But the humans raged an end there. After something hard had struck the back of my head, when my consciousness was barely hanging on. In that moment, as my eyes filled with my own blood, I saw what looked like layers upon layers of rainy clouds, and a deafening rumble reached my ears. The last thing I remember seeing were the eyes of Unzan, stained red, looking towards the heavens. And then, as if a void had appeared, any sense of rationality and calm vanished. Finally, I had lost my home as a human. Well, that's depressing. Alright, with that said, I am unfortunately gonna have to call it here. This is a fun as hell game, though. Till next time.